Today we're going to be making this sound and it is downloadable on Patreon. So today I thought we could explore Serum's new effects chain together and how it works. So let's make a finished sound without any post-processing. All of the processing will be done inside Serum 2. Let's get it going. I didn't decide what I wanted to do, so I'm just gonna create something random. Let's start with a random bass. Okay, that sounds good. Let's just do something random. I want to do something cool with the granular. Okay, let's do something like this. Oh damn, they're renovating the flat right beside me. And it's loud as frick. Oh shit, that sounds like old FISO. We could do something like that. So let's clean this up a little bit. Let's use like a low pass filter first, or like high pass, not low pass, high pass. For loop. Okay, then I want to do something with the spectral. So I mean, why not? We can just do the same bass. Okay. Okay, now let's get crazy with some spectral effects. So once we have detune and this one selected, I decided I don't want to vocode it, so I'm just gonna use the same volume LFO here. Okay, now for the fun stuff, I'm going to put oscillator A and B through the filter so they don't have any lows in them. So now I could put filter 1 to none, but send it to bus 1 so I can go into the effects, and now it will appear on bus 1 and on main as well, because bus 1 and 2 ultimately sum up together on main. So now I'm just going to create a third oscillator and use this as a sub. We have a separate sub, but I'm just going to use this now. We can do something dirtier for the sub, so it doesn't have to be like a sine wave all the time. So let's just find something nice. I'm just going to turn these off for now. Okay, this sounds good. Now you can also use distortion types here. So I'm just going to distort it a little. And I'm going to use the same LFO, but I'm going to extend it a little longer because you don't want your sub to fluctuate that much. I also wanted to slide in pitch just a little bit. So I'm going to do a shape like this and then put LFO 5 on the coarse pitch. And now, super cool thing, you can now see the exact semitone and the percentage as well. So if I want 5 semitones, I can just set it to 5. Now I'm gonna go ahead and route this to filter 2, but I can just straight up route it from here to bus 2, but I want to add some cool effects here. So maybe for filter 2 on C, we could do disperser, but not this low. Now I'm gonna send this to none, bus 2. So now we have the sub here and the high end over here, and then they come together on the main. Let's just worry about bus 1. You can hold Alt to duplicate these. Standard 3 OTT setup. I'm also going to add an equalizer because I want some dynamic things over here, especially on the gain with a peak, with a wide Q. Oh my god, I just became deaf. I also want a filter over here with another disperser, obviously. Okay, it's not that aggressive, it sounds good. Now for the sub, I'm just gonna turn bus 1 down for a little bit. For the sub, I just want to add more distortion and then EQ it later. So, distortion. I'm going to duplicate it and add maybe a soft saturation. Okay, I also want to add some noise, so I'm going to add some hyper, and cool thing is you can now add a low high or low mid high split rack where you can put your effects in. So if you want something in, for example, only on the highs, you can select that. So I'm just going to hyper the highs. So we have some stereo noise, but I think 70% should be enough. Now I'm going to EQ it so it's a little more dynamic as well. So LFO 1, gain. You can also hide the LFOs in envelopes right here, so you have more space. You can see what you're doing more clearly, which is insanely useful. Okay, then maybe another compressor. The same movement. Sorry if there's any random noises. These renovations have been going on for like a week now, and it's driving me crazy. Okay, so this is going to be our sub. And after everything, we can do like another compressor, but outside of the highs. So to glue them a little bit more together. Okay, I'm gonna add another EQ just for correction. Okay, fantastic. Now back to now I'm gonna go to the effects main, and now I'm gonna blend everything together and add some creative effects on here. So for example, I'm gonna start with a low-high split, and I'm just gonna put a frequency shifter on the highs. Okay, I don't really like this frequency shifter that much. Okay, I don't really like it, so I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just going to use a convolver instead. So, okay, the zap could work really well. Okay, sounds super good. Lows are still intact, so let's distort it together just a tiny bit. Now then, let's use an equalizer to correct some ranges. Yeah, this is called tone shaping. So when you're using super broad EQs, like on big spaces, that's just tone shaping. So if you hear the word tone shaping, that's it basically. Okay, well, I didn't leave any hardcore post-processing for the main because we set individual mixes for each. But yeah, you get the gist of it. It's super complicated, super complex. It's really nice. Now, after everything, you can add like a reverb, for example, if you want to make it just a tiny bit wider. But this sound by default is super wide because of the hypered noise and the way we created it with the detune spectral thing. So for example, now we could do some random stuff. We could do like an inverse LFO and do a suck in effect. Super cool. And now the best part is I can save this as high effects, basic, sub disto, basic. And then for the main, convolved, basic, no comp. Probably gonna disable the reverb because I don't like it, but okay, wait. If you set the position to manual, it's gonna be much easier to control. I'm just a dummy and I explained it wrong. So yeah, something like this. I like Serum 2 so much. I'm gonna save this before doing anything else. What the frick? And I am going to switch around these samples and just see what's gonna come out. Oh, you know what? Faison sent me rhythm mayhem thing, the loops. Yeah, let's try something like this. Infinite variations. It's just too good. Yeah, so possibilities are endless, basically. That's what I'm trying to show you. I got caught up in this a little bit, but let's go. Serum 2. Now you know how to make a multi-mixed and affected hardcore heavy bass thing. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, let me know what is your favorite feature in Serum 2. And have a great fucking day. I love you. Bye. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to check out my website for a lot of high quality Serum and Vital presets and drum samples. You can also support me on Patreon, where I upload bass music specific tutorial content every single month. Peace.